had we were all shouting, why is he taking the ball back? But later, when you check the defensive shape of House of Folk, he had no option but to take the ball back. That's pure coaching. House of Folk, that's their strength. They have a solid manager who has been able to coach the boys to play his style of play. And I think, just as we alluded to the last time, it's been a game. The margins and the scoreline clearly tell us that it's been a close margin. Heart of Lions had movements in the game. The first half, they had good counter breaks. They took advantage of defensive errors of the House of Folk centre backs because they are not experienced players. Because Esibe, who is the most experienced player in the team, is on the bench. So they took advantage of that, and they had Obin Jr. had a chance. But I think the decision was right. He tried to go once, but because the pitch is not good, the ball bounced and went away, awkwardly bounced and went away. But away from that, it's been a fair game. Both coaches, how they want to play has been moving on. Moment comes in, you play and try and get the goal. The goal that came in is football. It's a set piece. I think Ebenezer Ban, who is a defender, he always wants to put in a head. He tries it, and unfortunately, there was too much power. I think he went into his net. I think if the goalkeeper had spoken louder, would have left it for him to make a save. And it happens. Defenders, great defenders, end up scoring them. So, but I think, in summary, it's been a true reflection of the game. It's been a game of movement. House of Folk just had a slight movement and they took advantage of it.
A game moment. Would you also say that looking at this game against the run of play, House of Folk has proven that indeed they toppled over them in their Home World Cup, and they're showing them that here also.
That's what I expected, because before we came to the game started, I said that's what's going to happen. Because if you look at the House tactical play against House of Lions, I think if they meet them in the league, they will still beat them. So if you look at the tactics of the game reflection of the game has been what we expected, because you see the House of Lions, even though they are down by 1-0, they still play different from the Omu game. So I think that what Didi is trying to do is that Didi is trying to test his players ahead of the season, because this particular tournament is just to prepare the teams. I mean, to prepare the House of Folk team ahead of the new tournament. So for me, I think that House of Lions, they have to come back second half, trying to play the midfield. And if you look at
so that's actually the goal.
The goal, yeah.
And the way it came in, that in-swinger, it was from a set piece.
Yeah, set piece.
And so trying to connect your head to clear it, or whether it was
his orientation was not good. Because he's running towards his goal. That was wrong. He should balance and face the ball. You see.
Yeah. He should
ideally should balance and face the direction of the ball so that you can.
QuickBooks gives me the superpower to automate my invoices, track expenses, and get paid fast, so I can get back to what I love.
Goes into your
most times I think that our goalkeepers don't communicate to the defenders, because this one, if the goalkeeper had communicated to the defender, he should have known how to defend.
Because if you watch the replay, also you have to give credit to the kicker.
Exactly.
Because it was a shot that it was a very great kick. So even if Abad does not touch it, the House of Folk striker would have also
touched it.
And in moments like you see, when you are closer to the goal, the opponent's half, and you are making a cross, it has to be sharp.
Any mistake
and then direct, because it can touch your player, the opponent's player, and then go straight into the net. It's a great kick. Unfortunately for Ebenezer, I think he shaped, because he's supposed to be the last man. But if you check the defense line, he was even ahead of the other defenders. Because if ideally he was the last man, he would have just managed it, and the goalkeeper would just come out and come and save it. And also, he didn't react very quickly, because you could see if the highlight comes, he tried to take a step back, but the step was very slow. So the ball is always faster than
very faster.
So you always have to make sure that you are in front of the ball than just running awkwardly towards it. It was a bad movement. Unfortunately for him, he has to just go out.
So what are we seeing in our defensive setup, if it's anything to go by? Especially this will reflect in how we perform in the CAF Champions League. This reflects in how we perform in the league and even in other competitions. Are we not learning? I mean, what is really not the problem? You've been with Nations FC, so
I think our problem has always been the basics and the small things. And then I work with a coach, like a foreign coach in a team where he always had problem with the basic things, and I think most of our players, you see the difference between the players that have played in the academy system and those that have played in the traditional system is the basics. For us, back then, most of the coaches that train these young boys is in an area, you have money, you can buy ball.
Exactly.
And then you form a coach. You are a coach, you form a team. So we don't have most of the coaches that train these young players in our communities are not properly trained coaches with the basics. So when the player grows to a level that they struggle with the basics. So if now Europeans, they don't even like Ghanaian players that are above 18 because at that time they've outgrown their education.
That's true.
A typical example is Fatah Rishak when he went to Sporting. The Sporting coach then said clearly that he's talented, but he has a lot of education. His ball orientation, when to strike the ball, when to move, how to position yourself. This is the little thing that worries. Naturally, the talent, you already have it. The orientation, the basic. If you speak to Didi Dramani, Kasim Mengo, Maxwell Konodu, these experienced coaches, they will always tell you that one of the issues we have with our players is the basics. How to strike the ball, which leg to use, how to position yourself, a center back, how to defend the cross, how to take a defensive header, how to take an attacking header. You could see that the header looks more attacking
than clearing.
Another one, look at the Kotoko, the goal Kotoko conceded.
Yeah, I mean,
you're a defender. You are giving a back pass. The first thing is you don't give the pass into the goal. It should be the pass should be away.
Yeah,
so that if there's any moment that the goalkeeper loses focus, the ball goes to corner. But you pass straight into your net.
And I think at a point he was not even watching.
He didn't want to just turn past the ball. That's like those are the small tiny things that end up calling us. Just the difference between the game.
So this goes
goes
into say we don't have academies because the basic has been taught in academies. So he made a point about area coast. I mean, you buy a football or you just form the area boys. Then they started playing. One person has a folk or Kotoko. They came. They said they need this player. Meanwhile, the basic that my colleague is saying, there's no basic. Elsewhere, they teach them how when they pass the ball, where to control the ball, where to even play shot. You understand? You see players even using different sets left foot to play shot.
Yeah.
You understand? So these are the things that it's about the academies. Because when you look at the academy, I don't even know what is going on. When you look at all the clubs in the country, we don't have academy. I mean, under 18, under 19, under 20. Elsewhere, Chelsea has under 21. Manchester had under 21. You understand? So this has to do with the academies.
The youth, we don't like the youth.
Yeah,
we don't have. But I think.
No, I think the FA is.
One thing that the FA is doing
exactly.
Now, I think we have to give credit to the FA with that. Because even now they've been running free courses for youth coaches.
Exactly.
That's how we need to do it. Get the children to understand the football and the technique. When the person grows, as I was
it's not possible. And that's why I was about asking that. It's as though for the basics, we rather want to get the basics when we have outgrown
the system.
And it's
not possible.
And it's
because if I learn how to strike the ball the wrong way and I go instinctively, that's how and football is like split seconds.
Exactly.
What comes into my mind and that's what I do it. If I don't have it instinctively, forget.
Which player balloon the ball to the stand? I think the ball even passed the stand.
I think Obin Junior.
Obin, I mean,
there was this European coach who said that if you want to score a goal, he was telling me if you want to score a goal, just let the ball end. He said just let the ball cross the line. You don't have to kill somebody. But our players, when they see the net, Bonikunu.
I think it's an orientation growing up with. I mean, it comes with it, especially in the areas as we're saying. But then we need to give credit also to the FA because they want to implement things like academies for making sure that clubs should have academies. You know, it's an intentional thing they're trying to implement because they realize that the basics, we've gotten it wrong. There have been cracks there. So to fix it or to get the fundamentals right, it's important that you implement such things or you enshrine it in there.
And just to add to, I think the clubs should comply.
Exactly.
Because if the FA, the Congress, they mentioned
we'll come up with
have
it,
a division to have at least 19-year-old player in your starting 11. Just do it. Like it helps you yourself. You give these players opportunities to play, and sometimes they come out to being the best players. And they are the most marketable players.
Sure.
Because Europe, they want young players because they have more span and they can play for a longer time. Have a lower team. It helps you, because if you don't have a lower team, a team like Nations FC will go and pick a Division 2 player. They won't pay a lot of money for the player. Plays in the Premier League, shines, and you come and buy him for a lot of money. So if you scout, will set the rules, but they can't chase all the teams and say, "Hey,
they should chase them."
When you're starting 11 comes, when you're starting 11, is what you're saying is true. But also, I think the club themselves needs to at least, because the referee should every starting 11, they have to come and say, you're starting 11, no under 18, so we won't let you play. Come on, I think you should.
I think you should.
Like they should try and at least understand and comply, because at the end of the day, it helps us. We train these young players to understand the basics. Because if you watch our football, every Ghanaian, I always say that every Ghanaian is talented. Even this room, we have 5 boys. If you come with a football, at least you find 2 people that know how to play. So naturally, we are talented. But the basics has always been our problem. If we can get the basics right, like we train the kids from under 12, under 10, under 19, time will come. Imagine, look at Mohamed Kudus, for instance. Also, he's so good that Charles is saying that he's a Brazilian. You see the level of, we are taking it for granted, but for a Brazilian to say that he thinks the African is a Brazilian, to talk, Kudus is talented. He had the education. Look at him. Definitely. It's a classical example of what we can get from players that went through the classical education.
That's true.
Look at Mohamed Kudus. Look at Enes Miyama.
Kamaldeen
Suleiman. Because they had the right education. If they have the ball, they are better than a lot of players. So if we can add the proper education, when to strike, when to pass, how to position yourself, what to do, the right leg to use. Look at Semenyo. Because of his coaching education, he strikes the ball and you don't even know whether he's a right footed or left footed. He has a Ghanaian blood. Once he gets the coaching education, he's superhuman. I think we need to add that. And the kind of players we will have, we'll be amazed by it.
Would we also say that, I mean, the long drought with regards to, or the drought with regards to how we perform in Africa has to do with because we got the basics wrong, or is just because our league really is not not well positioned lately?
The 2 goals, we got the league wrong. Our league, there's no financial. I mean, nobody's willing to sponsor the league. We don't go in to buy foreign players. I don't remember the last time that the top 4 clubs has Kotoko. They went to buy a Tunisian or Egyptian player. You understand? But we see the Arab. I mean, the
Brazilian player.
Oh no. But I mean, the North African teams, they signed in $1 million, $500,000. You understand? So, and you see, seriously speaking, we still have a lot to do in our football. It's so painful when you're speaking about this. That is why I said to myself, the Club World Cup that we just watched recently, and we saw what the South African team, Sundowns, did. We saw what the Al Ahly they did. You know, I don't know how many years will it take us to get to that stage.
I'm sure it will not be so long.
It will be.
Let's see. I mean, things are changing. The FA is implementing a few things. Let's see how the clubs also embrace it. But guys, we got to go now. Your quick predictions for the second half. First off, Mumin.
Yeah, I think has to add 2 goals to the second half, making 3. You know, initially I had first half with 1.
Okay.
House of Folk, so.
All right. For the investor, if you were listening, you could have gotten it. But
I don't think we'll be able to score that much goals. But House of Folk will win. I expect Lions to at least come into the game, but House of Folk win by 3-3.
All right. Okay. So wherever you're watching us from is the second half action as we're giving to you now. Is match day 1 and is the second game that we're bringing you. Is the second half action. Is the Gal Cup 2025 top 4 game coming up. It's Hearts of Folk.
Player going out, Mauli Wayo. And of course, coming in for Hearts of Folk now is Hussein Mohammed. Hussein Mohammed in, Mauli Wayo out. And that player is coming on as well for Hearts of Folk. George Paku is coming on as well. So George Paku in. And player out, Kwesi Asma. So Kwesi Asma out, George Paku in. Last Voka said 2 players have come on for the team. As they look to cement their lead, there it is. Hussein Mohammed in with Mauli Wayo out and George Paku in.
After this fufu and pepper soup, I go score goals like them the dash points.
Bismarck in on the left side for Heart of Lions. Gets the ball to Paul Atta. Atta back to Bismarck in back to his captain who is back and fully fit now. Aban with a long kick-out field and Sheriff comes out and will save coolly for Heart of Folk. You're live on GH1 TV, live also on Star FM and all our other platforms on radio, English, Ultimate, and Empire FM.
I think it's good that we're back and we see Captain Ebenezer Aban also back and strong. I mean, it wouldn't be so cool to lose him to injury at the stage of the season for his side. And I hope to see some good incursions from the Bandu lads at the last time that they played. That was on Sunday. We would give reference to Sunday because it was the last time that we saw the 2 teams meet. In the second half, we didn't see so much from Bandu Hearts of Lions. I hope that they'll be able to get something, in the second half.
An infringement it is for Heart of Lions, but a Heart of Folk player is down at TEF though. Player on the TEF injured. And there he is. One of the new men who just came on, has been on for a while. Enoch Esubontin. But then the man is George Paku, the man who just came on for Kwesi Asma. He's fresh and needs to bring some energy into the game. Let's see what he brings into that game. Free kick for Lions. Captain Aban. And then a replay of the action there and a free kick there. That's what happened. Atta brought down by Aban. Sorry, that's Duku rather. So play resumes. Hennessy with a long kick field now. Ball cleared by Ransford Mensah, looking for the men in attack. Control beautifully by Hearts of Folk. A new man who just came on, one of the new men who just came on, Hussein gets the ball in field now to Abdul Karim. To Hussein again now. Cross comes in and that was a poor cross. And now the ball will go for a goal kick for Pando Heart of Lions. Ball rolled down by Lawrence Osei. He gets the ball to his man, Danso, on the right side. Danso back to Hennessy. Hennessy back to Lawrence Osei in goal for Lions. Osei locates captain for the side in Aban. Ebenezer back to Lawrence Osei in goal for the Kwandolat. His press play now to Hennessy. Hennessy on the ball in his own half for Heart of Lions. Hennessy looks for options. Good one, it is. But ball has been blocked and straight to Benji now flicks the ball on to Freeman. Freeman shoots and it goes off target though for a goal kick.
I mean, he's been hoping and longing for a chance like this, and you can just see from him, he took that ball. He didn't raise his head. He knew where the goal would be. But this time, he knew where the goal would be, but the ball went different ways, Benghazi.
Well, way off target from Freeman. Free kick for Hearts of Folk. Sharif. Goal kick for Hearts of Folk and Sharif with that ball, long ball. For Hearts of Folk. Ball headed back by Danso Eche and Tassel with Abdul Karim. That's Duku rather. Duku and Freeman for Eche and for Heart of Lions. I haven't seen so much from Duku this.
Yeah. I mean, he's been around. He's been around, and that's what happened. Even in that game in the World Cup, we didn't see him so much. But the
player on the tape
when it needed, when it was required, he scored that goal, and so that is all about football for me. So you never know, he might get a chance and then score a goal and then put his name in the hearts of the fans of
an infringement for Lions, and again, Bismarck in. Behind the ball for Pando Heart of Lions. He's been the man behind all free kick duties for Lions. He has men to look for in the box. Bismarck in. Can he get it right this time around?
Understand his nickname is Baba Rahman.
But that was an interesting one from Lions. He didn't go for the usual cross.
Yeah.
Went for a pass.
I think that was from the training ground. They wanted a set play, but Hearts of Oak were alert, and they twatted that they have a goal kick.
Effort thwarted by Hearts of Oak. Sharif with a long kick up field now. And ball drops. Bismarck in with a clearance for Lions. But it's clearance straight to Hearts of Oak player, but referee has blown for an infringement though for Hearts of Lions. Aban behind the infringement for Kwando Hearts of Lions. Long ball looking for the runner for Bing Jr. Ball drops though and it's saved there by Sharif. Sharif has been very, very busy this evening.
Yeah, I mean, when you keeper and captain of the side, anytime you get the chance, you need to take it. And I think he's been first. I mean, he's taken it. It's been a fair game. He's had some few issues with the passing of the ball and all that, but so far so well. I mean, so far so good. He's handled it well.
Sharif again on the ball for Hearts of Oak. Sharif Schwab. Number 2 to Benjamin Asare. Goalie for the Black Stars. A poor pass, but luckily for them, ball has been cleared. It launched those straight with the Hearts of Lions player. Can you say, chest the ball down, but straight to Hearts of Oak player. And Hearts of Oak are breaking into areas now. Hussein on the ball. Options, he picks one up on the left side. Can he get to the ball? Yes, he does, but Danso is first to the ball as he blocks his path, and so out the ball go. Ball is still in play though. Ball still in play. On the ball, Hearts of Oak now on the ball. Oh, my word. And out the ball has gone for a throw-in for Heart of Lions. Ball thrown down, and on the ball now is Lawrence Osei. Osei locates Captain Ebenezer Aban. Aban with a long kick looking for the run of Freeman, but that was too strong, and so straight to Sharif. Go for
I think the instructions have been to go long this time around and test the defense of, again, another chance there for Hearts of Lions. So they need to take these chances like this because it keeps falling to them. Hearts of Oak fumbling at the back, and then the ball falls to them. But their final decision, it's what the issue is. Another chance.
This could be a chance though for Ben Jr., but ball has been cleared. And Hearts of Oak coolly clearing their lines. But whoa, that's an awkward one. So throwing, taken by Lions. Eche on the ball now. Cross come from. It was a bit too high, and so they lose all the attackers of Lions and straight to the Hearts player. Rocky Jamina turns around beautifully, locating his man on the left side. Good play from Rocky Jamina. This could be a chance for Hearts of Oak. A pass looking for Duku. Controls the ball in attacking areas, but he has to go back. He does go back. The attack obviously has broken down. We need to restart the attack. Mensah goes into back to Mensah. Mensah looks for options. His pass is not too aiming for anybody. And so attack breaks down. And Lions on the ball now through Abba. That's attack. Attack's been brought down, and referee to say yellow card to Abdul Karim. Karim Abdul picks a yellow card. There is again now. He was way behind there to foul Pansa. And so Karim picks a yellow card for that infringement.
Well, Hearts of Oak scored from a free kick.
There.
Hearts of Oak scored from a free kick. A chance for Lions to also maybe get one from a free kick as well. Let's see what happens then.
Let's see if they can produce some magic here. Ball comes in a good one, but headed out powerfully by the defense, led by captain for the side. Opon Afrani on the ball now for being Junior. Crosses blocked, and out he goes for a throw-in for Hearts of Oak. Throwing for Hearts of Oak. What is this confusion all about?
A referee would obviously have the final say.
Absolutely. So Yao Amankwa Berfi picks the ball up for the throw-in for Hearts of Oak. Berfi will throw one, looking for his man up front by Bismarck Aiden for Lions. Ball drops in the area of Lions though. Control beautifully by Danso on the ball on the right side. He comes in for beautiful play from Danso. He now gets the ball to his man, locating captain for the side, Aban Ebenezer. Ebenezer Alban on the ball for Heart of Lions. Very few options to pick from. So on the ball still for Lions. Now gets the ball to his man on the left side in Bismarck Enin. Enin's press play. Long one from him. Looking for the run of Freeman. The ball be cleared by Afrane for a throw-in for Heart of Lions. Opon Afrane, Marking 5-star player. Now playing for Hearts of Folk and captaining them today or this evening at the EGG Stadium in the top 4 and encounter between them and, of course, Heart of Lions. This could be a chance for Lions. Enin to Freeman. Freeman and referee has blown for an infringement for Heart of Lions.
He's very short, but very petty. And you will see that he's very, very unsure as to have an impact in today's game. I mean, a very tricky one there. Or maybe he got the ball. Maybe Frank Duku got the ball. But there is another foul by Frank Duku. And, I mean, from the first half, what we saw, maybe he should be very careful because the next one would attract a yellow card.
He's doing a lot of defensive duties or work today for Hearts of Folk. Duku, Frank, he's a forward from a player of Vision FC. Now with Hearts of Folk. Scored on Sunday against Lions. But you have to get a goal in the game today. So free kick for Lions. Enin behind the ball. And Sharif is very ready as well in goal for Hearts of Folk. Enin has options together with who will it be? Enin is in there. A good one and is parried out by Sharif. Done so with effort. Look at it. Good one on target and Sharif with a save for Hearts of Folk. Corner kick for Heart of Lions.
I mean, it just needed that bend on it, and the goalkeeper was right there. And I mean, the taller goalkeeper would have even grabbed that in the first instance. So a good free kick from.
Player out is Atta. Atta is out.
And I think Kwesi Pong is on.
Kwesi Pong has come on for Atta, who is out. So corner kick for Lions. Bismarck referee having a word with Aban and Abdul Karim. Look at that. The tussle between those two is interesting. Corner kick will come in from Bismarck Enin. A lot of movement in the penalty box of Hearts of Folk. With a poor effort from Enin this time around and is declared by Hearts of Folk.
Poor one for him. A lot of men in the box, and you see the battle ongoing. I mean, when you anticipate a battle like this, all you need is a very good cross. And you look at the man, Freeman again. He's gone in to pick the throw. I tell you that this striker is going to be, I mean, be in the heart of Heart of Lions fans when the season begins because he's very, very dedicated.
Chance for Freeman. The shot coming in from him, but he misses the target and out for a goal.
He took a throw, came into the box, and then hit the shot again. And that tells you about his eagerness and readiness, I mean, to just make an impact for the Akwini boys.
He's so eager to make a good impression on his new employers. Chancey Freeman. Oh, this is a gift. Chance for Lions. Hit the upright and cleared by Afrani Opon. That was Kwanzaa. Look at it. Sharif with a gift of a pass straight to Kwanzaa. That's rather Aqua. Asias Aqua. And his effort coming off the upright, that should have been a leveler for Lions.
That should have been it. I told you that when they play like this, they are getting close to the equalizer, and the corner comes in bend.
This could be a chance of drops, and again, Freeman with a connection, but over the upright for a goal kick. Meanwhile, the big man is on the sideline ready to come on.
Well, when it gets like this, you need to call on the big boys, and Coach Masudi Dramani obviously not in the short of viewers, but then we see that yes, Kelvin Osei-Sibe arriving now to calm things down in defense because they're looking a bit jittery, a lot of fumbling in there. And now we'll see Rocky Dramanya out, so maybe they might move to a 3-back system because a midfielder out for another defender means that we will see 3 defenders in. If probably one of them will move into midfield, we might actually see Abdul Karim move into midfield or a 3-back system. We've seen them play under Didi Dramani and the World Cup as well, and then sometime in the President's Cup.
So Osei-Sibe Kelvin in for Dramanya Rocky. So long kick from Sharif, ball drops and be cleared by Bismarck in for Lions. That's offside. That should be offside clearly. Freeman was clearly offside. He got into play, so he's offside. Freeman is a Liberian international.
Understand that he's the deputy captain of the Lone Stars of Liberia.
And he has signed on for Heart of Lions for the
from
upcoming
Watanga,
season.
FC Watanga in Liberia.
We're live on GH1 TV. 60 minutes now played. Hearts of Oak 1, Heart of Lions 0. Long ball to the Lions half. Controlled and cleared now by Lions. Ball drops to. Ball still in play. Referee has blown for an infringement. There seems to have been a push on Danso, who want to kindly to that push from the Hearts of Oak attacker. That's Ransford Mensah. Game restarts in his own area comfortably. It's Lawrence Osei with the ball. Lawrence looks for options. Long one from him. Noted down by Kelvin Osei-Sibe with his first touch. Ball in the midfield. Lions. Aban with a long kick. It's good. Ball drops. This could be a chance. And Sharif is first to that ball. Beautiful play from Sharif. The goalie for Hearts of Oak came out of the penalty area and was first to that ball.
Good goalkeeping from him, and I think that in the Gauka top 4 today we've seen brilliant goalkeeping from the goalkeepers, and then of course the timing of the runs. It was timely. He came out, he made sure that he was there before the attacker got there, and then even he didn't panic. He just sent another pass, just that he didn't find his target. But I think that it was good timing from Sharif.
Sharif again with a long kick upfield, headed back by Ebenezer Aban from Lions. Headed back again by Ransford Mensah. Ball drops to Duku. Duku gets the ball in, but they've lost out, and Lions are back on the ball now. Has to poke through Kelvin Osei-Sibe, go clear the lines. Ball drops, and again the flick or the connection wasn't good. Ball cleared by Duku, and out he goes for a throw-in. Thrown in by Danso quickly. Gets the ball to his man, and that's Obeng back to Hennessy. Long one from Hennessy straight to the Habsburg defense line. Controlled beautifully by Opong Afan, who has moved to the midfield now. So Opong has come to midfield, leaving the back for Ali and Kelvin Osei-Sibe. Habsburg on the ball. Long ball looking for the Phobians trying to break through. 2-on-1 at the moment. And the attack will break down for us. That's the Nokas one thing. Will not output his opponents. Obeng Jr. on the ball now for Lions. Looks up, sends a long one up for looking for Freeman. Sharif could be in trouble here. Chance for Lions, a 4-1 from.
They are too eager to score, Ben.
Oh my.
Too eager to score. I mean, obviously, when the keeper comes out, you need a chance like that. But then look at the goalkeeper. He came out again. We talked about timing. The time was right, but the final decision making was poor. And all he needed to do was just find his opponent or put it over the head of Kelvin Osei-Sibe. And
a chance till Freeman goes in across now. Ball was cleared by Hearts of Oak. The House defensive shell or shield looking resolute as we speak, holding their own. It's 1-0 for Hearts of Oak over Lions. Samuel Pansa had a chance for Lions, but his connection not good enough. Easily cleared by the Hearts of Oak defense.
or you'd have to go back to 2014 when Kpando Hearts of Lions beat Accra Hearts of Oak here in Accra. Obviously, they've had wins in Kpando, but then for an away win here in Accra, you'd have to go all the way to 2014. The last time they beat Kpando Accra Hearts of Oak was just on the 15th of that was September 2018, last season. Yes, in the first leg when they met in the Ghana Premier League. Hearts of Lions beat Hearts of Oak 2-0. Then on the 31st day of January, we saw Hearts of Oak beating Hearts of Lions by 1-0. So I think
ball over the top for Hearts of Oak. Cross comes in now from Ransford Mensah, but headed out by Hennessy. It drops to Hearts of Oak though. Can they mix or whip some magic from this attempt? But they have to go all the way back, and they do so. Upon Afrani controls the ball and finds Ali. Mohammed Ali gets the ball back to Calvin Osei SCB. SCB on the ball now, long ball from him, looking for the run towards Bonting. Ball has been cleared though, and out he goes for a goal kick for Kpando Hearts of Lions.
Right, so Lawrence Osei screaming, and then some communication from Captain Ebenezer. We can also see some players, warming up, and there you have the Polo Eji, and then of course Anthony Owusu going to come in to do battle for the Lions. Let's see if they can get a raw, and then it's
so Pansa is going out, replaced by Owusu. Anthony Owusu coming on for Samuel Pansa, and also player coming out for Lions in is Polo Eji. I love his name, man. Polo Eji is also in for Heart of Lions. They are looking at getting themselves level in this game. They trailed the Phobians by a goal to 0. There it is. Antonio Owusu out, or in rather, Boama Samuel Pansa out for Heart of Lions. Game that's resumed. Calvin Osei seems to have come off worse of a tackle, and he's clearly feeling it. An infringement it is for Hearts of Oak. So the 3 back for Hearts of Oak now. Calvin on the right, Ali in the middle, and Afrani on the left. Osei, as always, very, very strong in defense. Get the ball off goal now. Beautiful play from Hearts of Oak. From Amankwa Yao. Gets the ball off goal now. Ball drops. The Lions will try and clear the lines. But ball drops to Ransford Mensah with a shot. And how to go for.
You look at the midfield of Kpando Hearts of Lions. Obviously, they miss the services of Ishmael Ado, who we know to be that simple and cute midfielder who be there delivering and additional passes. And then, of course, it's the debut for the new player, Eche Dugli, who has not been bad at all. But then I think that the first half, they had clear-cut chances to get the win, and then they hit the post in the second half as well. Football has not been fair, and of course, football would always not be fair.
Absolutely. Sharif saves that goalie for Hearts of Oak. He will have to restart the attack. He drops the ball. Sharif, we're long kick upfield now. You're live on Star FM, live on Ultimate, live also on Empire FM, and we're live on GH1 TV. An infringement for Hearts of Oak in midfield. They will all leave it for Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali with a quick one instep, gets the ball back to Abdul Karim. Karim with a long kick upfield now. Headed back though by Aban Ebenezer. Flicked on by Ransford Mensah. Headed back by Eche. Straight to Ransford, and referee has blown for an infringement for Hearts of Lions.
Getting close to the 70th minute mark, and just like we saw in the first game, the team that had the most chances, the clearest of chances that could have gone on to win the game, conceded a goal, and then something has happened to Kpando Hearts of Lions here. But then it will mean that Hearts of Lions will go on top of the Galka League, the top 4 table, and then we'll be on top, and we would also would go on top, and then it depends on how the goals will go. I think for now it should be the Ghanaian Gold Stars.
For now, we know that goals, if it ends this way, Gold Stars will be on top, will be on 3 points.
Yeah, and Lions and Kotoko, who face each other next Friday, would have no point.
Chance for Kpando to change the story here. Oping Jr. He cannot get onto that ball. The attack will break down. Yao Amankwa Fairfield will lose out. Hearts of Oak lose out. And on the ball now is Enin. Bismarck. Back to Bismarck Enin. Ball cleared though. And the king of the ball here of Bismarck again. So throwing for Hearts of Oak. Very tired. Very, very tired. He looks Enoch Esubontain. He's been working all over the place. Enoch Esubontain. Yawa Mankwa Befi, the right back for Hearts of Oak, picks the ball up for this throwing. Throws down. Mankwa Befi with the clearance for the Phobians. Ball drops, headed on, but straight to Ransford Mensah for Hearts of Oak, straight to Hennessy. Hennessy controls and finds Danso on the right side. Danso back to Eche midfield. Eche will locate him on the right side now. Good play from Heart of Lions. Beautiful play from Polo Eche. Back to Eche. Eche on the ball to his man, locating Aban. Aban's pressed beautifully, but straight to the head though of that's Ransford Mensah for Hearts of Oak. Straight, they will lose out. On the ball now is Polo. Polo Eche. Back to midfield now. Hennessy looks for Aban. Aban controls the ball in his own house. He has to go back. He does so, and he finds Eche. Eche back to this is a good play from Lions. Looking to break that tackle back at 4-1. 4-1 for him and race to leave for Hearts of Oak. Very keeping both ahead of Benjamin Asare. And he has been very, very busy in the game today. Eche with a header. The Phobians are on the ball still. But attack will break down. Eche controls the ball now. Looks for Freeman. Gets the ball to Freeman. Freeman gets the ball in field now to Polo. Polo gets the ball to the lower side now. Gets the ball to his man Anthony Owusu. Owusu back to Danso. Cross comes in. Headed by Freeman, but straight out of touch for a goal kick for Accra Hearts of Oak.
I mean, with his height and how he still goes for every ball, he still just shows the eagerness to come for every ball, and good work from Freeman so far. But then substitutions for Accra Hearts of Oak. And then, of course, we see the likes of number 6 shirted and Emmanuel Amankwa coming on. And you talked about tiredness. Yes, Esubontain is so tired. And Martin Kakari would also be coming on.
So Esubontain out, Kakari in, and there it is. Esubontain going up for Kakari. And then also very strong defender Emmanuel Amankwa coming on for another tiring Befi Amankwa. So Amankwa Befi out. Amankwa Emmanuel in for right back. Kakari in as well for Hearts of Oak for Esubontain. Let's see what these two boys or players also bring there for Hearts of Oak. On the ball, Eche trying to look for Obin Jr., who has been very, very quiet in the game today, though.
He had some chances in the first half, some ball to him, good play in the first half. But the second half, he's been very, very quiet. And I mean, at this stage, you can see that Hearts of Oak are managing the game, still playing. But then with this 3-back system, they don't put a lot of men forward and leave spaces behind, as we saw in the first half.
So Hearts of Lions with the ball in their own half through Befi Bismarck to Polo. Polo on the ball now. But attack will break down. Eche is smart and gets to the ball ahead of all others. Eche locates his man in attacking areas, but attack again now breaks down. Stop there by that's indeed Opon Afrani for Hearts of Oak. But Lions have the ball again in their half now through Hennessy. Hennessy with a long kick, but the ball again will be stopped by the Phobians, who are now trying to consider a new move now. Hussein on the ball now for Hearts of Oak. Hussein has little options. He has 2 men around him, and the attack will break down for Hearts of Oak. Aban looks for options. Gets the ball in field now to Anthony. Anthony with a good ball over the top, looking for Obin Jr. A ball be cleared now by Kelvin Osei SCB. For a player of the experience of Obin Jr., he needs to step up a bit at this stage. Let the experience begin to show for his team, Hearts of Lions. Lions have the ball in their own half still. Bismarck hitting. He has to go back. He does so and finds Eche on the ball now to Hennessy. Hennessy seems to have switched positions with Captain Aban, who wants to go forward a bit now. Aban on the ball. Now to his man. That is Danso on the right side. Danso on the ball still. Can he outwit his opponent? Danso on the ball for Hearts of Oak, but attack will break down, and Duku will give the ball away so easily. Get the ball away so easily. On the ball now is Anthony. And again, what's happening? Look at that again. The players just keep giving the ball away.
Offside. Against guess who? Freeman. 74 minutes of play done, and I think that in a way, with the substitutions that we've seen now, the format is there. You see Coach Masudi Dramani, and with his 3-back system, they want to accommodate. You know that Hearts of Lions will come and they want to accommodate them. Up front in the first half, we saw how they played out from the back, and it was all a bit small. And I think that the way Hearts of Folk have managed this second half, if they continue so, they should be able to keep this 1-0 lead and get their first 2 points.
Throw in for Hearts of Folk. 75 minutes played here at the Legon Stadium. 15 minutes to go. Yeah, second game of the day. Hearts of Folk lead 1-0 against Hearts of Lions. The Phobians moving up again, but attack again breaks down. Bismarck innings pass though is poor straight to SCB. And SCB crashes lines and out he goes for a throw-in.
You know, you'd always get that from him. No nonsense clearance from SCB. He would always balloon it safety first. And then, he's obviously in to do that for the Rainbow Boys.
Jose Lawrence with a long kick up. Straight to his colleagues in midfield though. Concentrate. Sharif controls and says fully for Asafok. He rolls one down. He finds Muhammad Ali. Back to Sharif for Asafok. He looks up. Balloons one outfield. Headed powerfully by Amankwa Emmanuel. Straight to Abdul Karim. Karim will find Osei SCB Kelvin. Lose out to Freeman. Freeman with a cross, but to nobody there. Ball will drop and will be cleared by Opon Afrani for Hearts of Folk. But that was a chance for a Freeman and Hearts of Lions.
He was too relaxed. But then he tells you again about the man, the Liberian, and how eager he is. He's still running. It's 76 minutes, but then he's been all over the defense. He's been on the right side, been on the left side, and then he's been through the middle as well. And it would just be fair to get a reward for his hard work this evening.
Let's see if you get a reward for all the hard work he's put in today. Freeman, the man from Liberia who plays for Lions. Eche again with a pass, good one. The referee has blown for an infringement on Obeng Jr. for Heart of Lions.
Very, very strong Obeng Jr. And one of his, best places to receive the ball with his back to goal. And one of the ways to stop him is just to bring him down or hold him. And then you see, would always cause a foul against this tough former Rainbow Boy who now plays for the Lions.
An infringement. Would this be the moment where Heart of Lions will be able to pull Chestnut out of the blazing fire? Let's see. It's a man again. Freeman behind the free kick. Can he free the men from Kwando? Let's see what they can orchestrate. I can also see Danso around as well. So it's Freeman, Danso, and Eche.
Yeah. Or they would have a PTA meeting and have some discussions, deliberations, and they know that the time is not on their side. And if they get a goal, they need to get it before 90 minutes.
Who will it be? Danso, Eche, Freeman. I'm pretty sure it's going to be Danso. It's Freeman, and he misses that post by some inches.
Yeah, it was not a bad one. It was not a bad one. Sometimes when the ball comes across that way, and I thought he would go try to bend it, and he went for power and see if goalkeeper Sharif would be up to the task. But then the ball had different direction.
Different direction altogether, but on the ball now is Lawrence to Eche. Eche goes down, represents what? An infringement awarded Heart of Lions. Well, that was quite dangerous, a pass from Woli to Eche.
Yeah.
Hennessy now locates Enin. Enin back to Hennessy. Hennessy controls the ball. Hennessy controls. Ball has been cleared by Osei Sibe, and out he goes for a throw-in. Osei Sibe with the clearance there for Hearts of Oak. Kelvin Osei Sibe. Throw-in for Hearts of Oak, picked up by Amankwa Emmanuel. Throws one down now to Kakari Martin. Back to Amankwa. Goes for one man. The ball has been cleared by Bismarck Inning. Straight to Polo. Polo back to Hennessy. Looks for options. Balloons the ball upfield. Cleared though, and out he goes for a throw-in for Heart of Lions. Ball picked up by Bismarck Inning again. Can they get themselves about 11 more minutes to end here? Or even less? One down now. Ball drops to Obing Jr. Flicks the ball upfield. Ball drops in the box and will be cleared by Abdul Karim. Referee has gone for an infringement for half of
the player was in the skies, according to the referee. I believe that's why he whistled for the foul, and the striker went underneath him, and that is why he was looking for a penalty there. But then who went in for the ball, I believe is the rule, and that is why referee Emmanuel Graham has awarded a foul to Accra. The Kotoko fans are here. You know, we call something against. They are here to do their bit, and hope that they can all have a bad day. But for now, Accra is having a good day.
80 minutes played, 10 more minutes to go. Hearts of Oak 1, Heart of Lions 0. Sharif with a long kick field now. Ball headed back by the Lions team. Straight to Freeman. Freeman has been all over the place. He gets the ball to Polo. Back to Freeman. Clearly offside on the part of Obing Jr. A referee rightly will whistle for offside for Hearts of Oak.
Well, you look at that.
Whoa, that was close.
Yeah.
That was close though.
Yes, pretty close. But then, you know, in other jurisdictions, the linemen are told to let the ball. Let ball continue, and then exactly. But then for our side here, when it continues,
substitution there for Lions. Bismarck in out. Moses Aidem.
Yeah, in so he's an attacker. Moses striker, and it means that Coach Bashir Ford is going all out. He knows that they deserve a point in this game, and football is not so.
Hearts of Oak now can carry the chance. Get the ball to his man, and it's been cleared. That was a chance for Hearts of Oak. Kakari getting the ball in. But the control by Hussein wasn't good enough. And easily cleared by Lions. Hennessy gets the ball to the midfield now. Attack breaks down on the ball line. Hearts of Oak. It's Hearts of Oak rather. Luke gonna get to that ball. Out to go for a throw-in for Lions. Picked up by Danso. He throws one down now to Polo. Back to Danso. Danso back to Polo. Polo on the ball now for Kwando, Heart of Lions. Goes at full now, but attack again will break down. Good ball. Looking for the round of Duku. Duku on the ball now. Long one from him. Ball declared though beautifully by Hennessy, who now finds Eche. To control the ball in midfield. Looks for options. Again, the pass is poor. Straight to Afrani. Referee will blow though for an infringement. And I can see a player on the turf. Looks like it's Duku. Frank Duku. And there he is on the turf. Clearly,
very tired.
Very tired. The muscle.
He's doing a lot of running for the Phobians. But then, of course, it's one of the ploys that these boys employ when they want to run down the clock. And you see some of people who are here at the University of Ghana Stadium to enjoy some good football in the Galka Top for 2025 edition.
Good game it's been so far as well. Long one from Opon Afrani. Ball drops in the Lions area. First to that ball to the new man for Heart of Lions. And out the ball go for a throw-in for Heart of Lions. So ball thrown in, and they'll lose out on the ball. Nice Hearts of Oak. Amankwa extends beautifully. Good play from Amankwa Emmanuel. Amankwa gets the ball in full now. Hearts of Oak will lose out. Eche to Freeman now. Then on left side, Freeman or Ben is again offside.
I mean,
He was so offside, so very offside.
Basic, I mean, rules for a striker. Just watch the line. He should be watching the. You should see if it's in line or not, and tell whether the pass will come. You will see that Freeman delayed a bit, come back online. I mean, on outside, and then not online. Hey, you're not browsing here, yeah. And I mean, he was still far ahead and offside against Hearts of Oak.
Offside against Hearts of Oak.
Of Lions,
Lions rather. So live on GH1 TV, live on Star FM. Top for action. Eche controls and finds Danso. Danso on the ball. Looks for option. Long one outfield now. Ball drops to Pull. Pull gets the ball in there. This will be a chance for Anthony Owusu. Cross comes in now. Freeman with a connection. It drops. Obey Jr. and it's been saved coolly by Sharif.
That was it for them. That was a chance for them, but the Liberian is down in pain. But a brilliant cross that comes in, 2 men in the box, and I mean, it was good. He went up for the ball, and he still got a connection, but it fell to Obeng Jr., who kicked it with his left foot. Our goalkeeper Sharif was up to the task, and now the man who's been all over the defense of Accra Suffolk is down in pain.
My back. You heard him say. He is in some pain there, but he's a strong lad that he is up on his feet. Let's go, he says. Freeman, the man from Liberia, the new import from Liberia for Heart of Lions. Hearts of Oak leads 1-0. We have 4 more minutes to go, plus at the time, obviously. It's Hearts of Oak 1, Heart of Lions 0. Second game of the day, earlier in the day, Gold Stars because of by 2-1. The Phobians lead 1-0 here against Lions. Can Lions fully win? Or the Phobians hold on and win this game? Sharif, Hearts of Oak. Sends along one outfield. As always, Aban is first to it for Lions, but straight though to Ransford Mensah. Cross comes in a good one, and we headed again by Hennessy. Polo cannot control, so the Phobians are back on the ball again now, but Danso has been pushed, so an infringement to be awarded Lions. And again, these two players. And so clearly an infringement for Lions. Lawrence Osei, long one from Lawrence, headed out by Abdul Karim. Hearts of Oak. Ball drops to Sharif with a long kick again for Hearts of Oak. Duku goes up, but it's been won again by Aban Ebenezer. Hearts of Oak are on it, but they've lost out. The ball has been cleared and out for a throw-in for Heart of Lions. Aban puts the ball up again for the men from Pando. Can they get a level line in this game? Aban with a long kick field, looking for Ben Jr. Headed down though by Calvin of Sesibe. Straight to Polo. Polo goes down. Referee has blown for an infringement for Lions. An infringement again for Heart of Lions. For a clear push on Polo. And again, the usual suspects are coming behind for this free kick. I can see Danso. Yao Danso is there already. He's put the ball up for this free kick for Heart of Lions.
The Lions will now call on the gods of the Voltaires and the gods of football to come to their aid. I mean, they've displayed some good football here, and they would want at least a point to pacify their fans after they lost. It would be good news to tell them that they lost in the World Cup and then lost in the Gauka top 4 first game tournament against Accra Suffolk again. So obviously, one goal. J1 who they say is the motto of Ekpando Heart of Lions. Let's see if the Heart can do at this moment.
So the man behind it again for Lions is Yao Danso, the right back. Polo Ajays close by together with Hennessy, but they are leaving it for Yao Danso this time round. Can he be the man to do it for Lions? 89 minutes played. Hartlepool 1, Lions 0. The wall has been formed by the Phobians. Yao Danso. It will go in now for this free kick for Heart of Lions. Can he do it for the Lions team? It goes in now and again off target for Heart.
I think that free kick would have suited a left-footed, and but then he decides to go in, and we could even see the goalkeeper could tell that it was going way off target. A left footer would have actually put that maybe on target.
We're trying to find the. There he is. Yao Danso couldn't do it for Heart of Lions. But let's see. They have a minute, another time to try and get the leveler here. Hartlepool will say no. Upon Afani with a clearance for Hartlepool. And we're going to do 5 minutes of other time. Five. Ball drops though for Hartlepool. Amankwa Emmanuel. Kelvin Osei SCP. SCP looks up. Long one in full. It drops, and that should be a handball. Infringement, yes, for Heart of Lions on Emmanuel Amankwa.
He doesn't complain as well. He knows he's guilty as charged.
Amankwa Emmanuel coming on, or he came on for Yao Amankwa Befi. Long ball headed out by Osei SCP as always. No nonsense, Osei SCP. Good ball to Akari Martin. Looking for Sherry. That's indeed Hussein. Hussein on left side. Hussein a run from Duku. Light on flag is down. Is it? Or it's up? Offside again. Hartlepool.
I think it was
so clear.
Yeah.
What was he doing anyway?
He could have just found his colleague and then just get the goal in there.
Anyway, game resumes. Freeman. Catch too strong. The ball cleared.
Freeman is very tired, Ben.
Yao Danso control the ball for Lions. The Lions haven't had a chance to roar in the game today. The Oak Tree is standing firm and strong. Beautiful play from Lions. Cross comes in now. Good one. Again, headed out powerfully by Muhammad Ali. Ball back to Lions. Headed down and controlled now by Polo. Good play from Polo. Great play from him. Express play to the right side now. Could be a cross. It has come in now, but straight again to Sharif in goal, who saves coolly for Hartlepool. Sharif sends a long one, controlled by Kakari Martin. Martin gets the ball again now. Martin with a good pass, looking for the run of Duku. Can he get the ball to him? Duku on the ball now, he shoots and straight to the open arms of Lawrence of saying goal for Heart of Lions.
I mean,
Duku Francis.
They are very, very tired. But then obviously, Hearts of Hope are playing on nails and theta hoops. They can't wait for time to go. And obviously, time is running. Well,
that was some incident there between Calvin Osei and Obeng Jr.
Yeah.
Coach to step in. A player on the turf though. Let's see it. That's the earlier chance there for Duku Frank.
Good run from him.
And the pass from Kakari was brilliant.
Well, he got to the ball. And
the first touch is good.
Yeah.
But the shot lacking power and direction from Frank Duku.
Would have lifted it a bit.
Absolutely.
Maybe would have put Lawrence Osei in some serious trouble.
Absolutely. There it is again now. He was bearing down on goal. The first touch, but the final effort not good enough. Easy save there from Lawrence. So
another easy save for Sheriff as well. I think barring the last chance, that should be it. And Hearts of Hope should pick their first 3 points on the first day of the 2025 Top 4 tournament.
Long ball from Sharif and straight to Eche, who leaves it for goalkeeper Lawrence Osei. Osei balloons when I fold now. Long one there from Hussein. Hussein on the ball now for Hearts of Oak. Hussein on the left side. He has 2 men on him though. Can he outwit them? He goes down. Referee has blown for an infringement for Hearts of Oak. We have just a minute or so left in the game. There it is, Hussein. He had 2 men on him. So an infringement awarded for Hearts of Oak for that effort from Hussein. And there he is, Freeman on your screens now. He's down.
Welcome to Ghana. Welcome to the Premier League. Welcome to Ghana football. You can have the desire, but trust me,
he won't be free.
No.
He won't be free. Free kick for Hearts of Oak. Ransford Mensah behind a free kick. Ball comes in, but straight to Lawrence Osei, who saves coolly for Lions. He hit the ball blocked, and what is it? Well, yellow card has been flashed. Mohammed Ali picks up a yellow card for blocking the clearance from goalkeeper Lawrence Osei. There it is. He blocked the effort from Osei to clear the lines. Look
clearly
at it.
knew what he was doing,
And he
deserved the yellow
clearly
card.
could not have been allowed to do that. So yellow card for Mohammed Ali for Hearts of Oak. There it is, Mohammed Ali. Hearts of Oak again will go. Hussein. Bob ricochets to the body and drops, but first to that ball is NAC, who locates goalkeeper for the side, Lawrence Osei. Osei looks for options, long kick, and referee Emmanuel Graham has blown for the end of the game here. It's all over here. Hearts of Oak have held on to their lead and have won the game here by 1-0 over Heart of Lions at the UG Stadium here in Accra.
Great game of football there, and then obviously the Mando lads would not be happy, especially with their performance in the first half, and they actually hit the post. They could have gone on to get that equalizer, but this time around, the gods of football, and then you see the fans there, the gods of football have smiled at Accra Suffolk, and they picked their first 3 points. Well, Friday we'll see how it goes when Kumasi Asante Kotoko, the new man in the Eche Dogli, who was signed in from Banana Inn, and there you see Stephen Aholu, former Black Stars goalkeeper and former goalkeeper of Heart Lions as well, and then Yao Obeng Jr. there. But then I think that it is not done and dusted, because the other games to pick, and Coach Bashir Hayford will surely have some few words for us. Good game. I will be back on Friday.
Absolutely. So it's all over here on match day 1, second game, and then Heart of Lions 0, Hearts of Oak 1. So that's a wonderful game by us, and that's their goal scored by Hearts of Oak by Ransford Mensah, ensuring the Phobians picked all 3 points.
All right, so it's all over at the University of Ghana Stadium, and the full-time scores, there you have it. Was that own goal courtesy Ebenezer Aban, the captain of Heart of Lions. What a way to end the evening there for the Galka Top 4 Match Day 1 action, games that we brought you here on GH1 TV and on our Go TV as well. We're live also on Star 103.5 FM and also on Kasapa and our other sister stations here. I'm sure you enjoyed this particular game. And obviously a spectacle by all standards. Great game by both sides, and it ended in favor of the Oak Tree. So the Lion could not roar hard at the Oak Tree. I mean, as hard as it could roar, it could not shake the Oak Tree down, guys. Anyway, let's come back. We'll be going over to the stadium to hear from both coaches, but then a brief summary of how the whole second half panned out. Were we expecting to see something different in the second half of the league?
Well, I think I mentioned that it's going to be a close game. There's no way Lions will open up for Hearts of Oak to play, and Didi Dramani knows the quality of the Lions team. He knows that Bashir Hayford is a smart manager. He won't allow him to beat him twice easily. Exactly. So you could realize that Didi Dramani tried to manage the game. He tried to introduce more defensive-minded players to manage the game. So how they were playing, tried to while away time, brought in more experience.
Okay, Delali, let's go over to the University of Ghana Stadium and to my colleague Monica Bukari, who is standing by
their head coach Bashir Hayford. Hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening, madam.
Yeah, quite a very bad day for you in offense. What went wrong in today's game?
Well, tactically we played everything, only that the goals couldn't come, and then even we had an own goal. Our defender just headed the ball into the net. So that is football. We'll go back again. It's all play all. So We've done with Hearts of Oak. We are level two teams. We are preparing. We are going to prepare and face them. So yes, once again.
With losing over the weekend and losing once again, and you saying it is no news. How does that make you feel?
No, well, it gives me a lesson, so I know where to continue again, because I've seen a lot from the two games. We have just preparing for the season, so the team has not gelled yet. We are preparing the team for the league. All these things are preparatory matches for the league, and it's good for us. You now try some new boys, and it's good. I've learned a lot from it.
Just before I let you go, we saw most of your players look like they were making every effort to be able to find the back of the net, but unfortunately, all efforts there went wasted. Are you going to work on your attacking front as you head into your game on Friday?
That has been our problem.
All right, so that was my colleague Monica Bukari there at the University of Ghana Stadium, speaking one of our favorite coaches of all time, Bashir Hayford there. This is a great coach by all standards, a legend by that standard, if you want to describe him. Anyway, so let's go back to the University of Ghana Stadium. And
2 matches, so we are going to prepare that. If we lose to Accra, everybody knows that Hearts and Kotoko is not a mere club that you can push up, but we are trying. It's a new team, but we are trying to rub shoulders with them. And so we'll continue to do that.
All right. Wish you all the very best on Friday.
Thank you, too.
So that was Coach Bashir Hayford telling us. He says it is no news losing against Accra Hearts of Oak because the attacking front is especially where they have been working on all these while. And so heading into the next game, we'll see how it goes. But I've also been joined by the winning coach, Didi Dramani of Accra Hearts of Oak. Hello, sir. Good evening.
Good evening.
Quite a good day for you in office. You've won back-to-back. Just in this weekend, you scored Hearts of Lions. And again, you've won against them in today's game. First game of the Galka 2025 Top 4.
It's good to win, but it's good to put in energy, effort, and then performance. I think I value those aspects rather than just the element of winning. I see winning in different levels.
Now, we saw your first lineup. Many were expecting your potential 11 to be your first 11 selection, but unfortunately, we saw Benjamin Asari not in post in the first half. We saw Kelvin Osei also in bench and Kakari as well. What was the secret?
I think that we are in our periodization where we are. We need to share, game minutes and then across the squad, and it is important not to those players, out of the range where they have reached. We have not reached a level where we can go deep 90 minutes. It's, sometimes we are forced to push players beyond those minutes. And I think that scientifically it's unacceptable. We try to make sure that we are able to graduate the dosing elements.
Now, you brought in Kelvin Osei in the second half. You brought in Kakari as well. Was it to protect the lone goal, or was it a change of formation for you?
I think that you need to look at their strength and respect the strength of the opponent in order to play against your strength and then your abilities. It was just to come and solidify what we already showed in the back four, and then also solidifying the team lead, and then solidify the fact that many players would have been running more than what they are supposed to be doing, so that we can try to deload them in that aspect.
Now, before I let you go, you are playing the DNA Stars who won their game today. What are you expecting on Friday?
Again, and then you saw that, and maybe we'll come out with another squad in terms of load shedding, and then to manage the game. This period is so crucial. When you don't manage the loading, you can lose a player, and then you can lose the player for the entire season. And that is what we're trying to avoid, that we don't overdose the player in terms of the game minutes.
Your final words to your fans.
Phobia, we love you. Please keep coming to the stadium, fill up to the stadium, so that the organization of the top four will become very eminent.
All right. thank you very much, and we wish you all the very best. So that was Coach Didi Dramani, coach of Accra Hearts of Oak, with their lone goal win there against the Kwando Hearts of Lions. But I am here, of course, with my colleague Mutala, who is joining me on the pitch side. Just to wrap up for you, Mutala, good evening.
Good evening.
I've forgotten I'm supposed to now hand over the microphone to you, God. You have tell me, you watch all 2 games here with me. It is the first game of the 2025 Galka Top 4. How do you see the games today?
Yeah, clearly for the lovers of football, you will enjoy the moment, you will enjoy the atmosphere. The 2 games that we have watched here this evening shows you that there's something in the locker. And I think that if the games, the standard of play, the first game we watched, Bibiani Gold Stars and Kumasi Asante Kotoko, top game, the most prepared team got the victory. The second one we watched, early stages, you realize the folk were not themselves, especially probably because of the changes that Coach Didi Dramani did to the team. Most of the first team players were on the bench. But Kwando Hearts of Lions also did not play badly at all. But to be beaten twice by the same opponent, sometimes it is a difficult thing in football to take. They tried as they could. This second half, I couldn't see a moment where Hearts of Oak really threatened. It was all Hearts of Lions. But the coaches will tell you that let the goalkeeper work. All the shot that he had off target and all of that, that cannot win you football. But I think that Coach Bash, his squad will go back. And for Hearts of Oak, they think that good starts, Kotoko in the mix. Probably Didi Dramani and Zito will be thinking, look, is it a moment now? How do I approach that particular game? But I think for the Phobians, they will be happy. Those who have dropped point will be thinking, what will be the strategy? Right. But I think that on all, these 2 games that we have watched, brilliant football.
Brilliant games by all 2 teams and all 4 teams in the Galka 2025. From the pitch side here, my name is Monica Bukari, and I did this with Mutala, my colleague. But we are assuring you that on Friday we'll bring you exactly what you have been watching on GH1 TV, Star FM, Kasapa, and across all EIB network platforms. Get ready for more action from EIB Sports.
All right, so thank you very much, Monica Bukari and Mutala Mohammed there. Okay, so let's now turn our attention to the studio. We'll be bringing you a few highlights of games that have been played today. First off, we'll show you that of how Bibiani Gold Stars won in their game against Kotoko, a few of the highlights there. For those who are now tuning in and could not watch the first game in the afternoon, we'll bring you highlights of the goals and how those goals came about. But let's focus on this one, this important game. Hearts of Oak at home, and they welcomed Hearts of Lions. They're all playing here, but Hearts of Oak, you know, this is where they are based. But, I mean, interestingly enough, Hearts of Lions was also based here in Accra, yeah. And I'm wondering, was the plan that, because initially, the top 4 was going to come off in Kumasi, and then later on plans has to change, and it was brought close here. But then we've seen a good game, both coaches. You heard Bashir Hayford, you heard Coach Didi Dramani, and we were alluding to the fact that Didi Dramani has transformed, or is in the process of transforming Hearts of Oak, if it's anything to go by. I mean, what should we expect under his tutelage going into this season?
Well, obviously, I think when Hearts of Oak signed him, I did a video that I said, immediately Hearts of Oak signed Didi Dramani, they became title favorites.
Wow.
Because if you know him and at that time, I have not even watched him coach the team, but you know Didi Dramani, you know what he has been able to do. Unfortunately for him, the last time we saw him coach a team was with the Black Stars B, and they failed to qualify. So we thought, but no. Didi Dramani is a talented manager. He knows how to coach players to get them to do well. He's that kind of managers that they need time to grow the players to understand how he wants them to play. He gives them a lot of information. So he didn't excel with the local Black Stars or the Black Stars B simply because the time was minimal. So the coaching education was not early for him to get the players to understand how he wants them to play. But once he gets the time to stay with these players, obviously, automatically he will transform the boys. And I think even when he played his first game against Kotoko in the President Cup, you could see glimpses of what he wanted to do. And once he got the time to coach them well, you could see the football they played. And I think in the President Cup, it was obvious. He watched them today in today's game, and you could see a clear indication of how a coach wants players to play. And I always say that in football, results will always come. You can win games, you can lose games. but it's about how the team plays and whether indeed when you are watching the game you could see an imprint of a coach and how he wants them to play. You could see the first game or the first half, it was not his favorite starting 11 because the confidence to even play newly promoted new player in the first opening game should clearly tell you that he was not even chasing for the results but managing the game time, as he said in the post-match. He said it's in as much as he wants the results, it's also a chance to text the players and prepare for the coming season. So you have to manage the game time. Most of the players that played in the President Cup, he benched some of them. The Homo World Cup, he benched some of them to switch up and give everybody enough playing time. And that's what happened. For him, I think Hasselhoff fans will look at this and say, well, we have a manager, in him, things can be great. He automatically makes this Hasselhoff team a title favorite in the Premier League. And every game that they've played under him, they've been competitive. Even if they've lost, they've played an excellent upgrade of football. And that's what you need. And he has also developed the individual players. The instructions has been good. If the players will be humble enough to learn under him, he can transform some of the players into great footballers that can even help them and help their career and also help the club. Because yes, the results may not be, some games he may not win, but as a footballer, he's a coach that you would wish to play under because he gives you good instructions. He teaches you how to play and how to understand your role as a player. So for me, he's a teacher, and as a footballer, these are the things that you need. And for a club like House of Folk, they would always want a coach that would give them hope and inspire good performance. And that's what he does. And I think so far he's been doing that.
Great. So from wherever you're watching us from, a lot of people watching from the diaspora, from the United States, United Kingdom, in Germany. Kweku Asare Foko is watching us live, getting so many messages there. But the game that we brought you just ended, a few highlights there on your screens. It ended 1-0 in favor of Accra Hearts of Oak, who are in contention to win this Ghana Top 4. They say they are going to win it. It's going to stay here. They started it with the Homo Cup. It still seems to still be. It's not yet. It's like want to so attention, a tough knock to crack. They might be the miners. They are not mining gold this time here in Accra. They want to mine points away. They want to mine and carry. Anytime they see gold, they want to carry it away. They want the Ghana Premier League. They've seen gold this time in the trophy that is being presented, and that is what is at stake. Games are coming up on Friday. We'll be updating you on that. But then before that, let me ask you, Moment. Again, what does Coach Didi Dramani brings to the table, especially looking at, his impact so far with clubs he's coached? We've seen what he's done in what he did in Nordjylland. He came back again to the Black Stars fold to be on the bench and what have you. It tells you technically they know how gifted he is, and bringing that to the fore. Would we say Hearts of Oak did the right thing by getting Ouattara to go onto the board? To allow for Didi Dramani to dictate the pace on the touchline?
I think that's what they did. That's perfect thing to do, because if you really know Didi Dramani and you know his tactical and his quality, you won't doubt him. When he started his football career, he started with the women football back in Tamale, and before he went to Kotoko, Kumasi Asante Kotoko, a lot of people were saying, why Mashoud Dramani in Kotoko? But if you go back and check the records in Kotoko, he won the league back to back.
That's true.
You understand? And we have the various clubs that he has coached. So for me, what I think Has to do is because Has to just give him the necessary support, give him the players. Give him time. When you give Didi Mashoud Dramani time for 2 years, he's going to win a lot of trophies for the club. Because I've known what Has can do when it comes to interference. Has is a club that they normally don't give the coaches time. And Mashoud Dramani need time. You need to give him peace of mind to work.
That's true.
The guy is somebody that can even coach some of the coaches in the Premier League. They know him and they know what he can do. So when you listen to Mashoud Dramani, when he speak, it's like he's speaking the minds of the likes of Ancelotti and Jose Mourinho and Pep Guardiola and co. And this is the guy that I've known for a long time. And when he's talking to a player, he knows how to talk to the player psychologically. These days we don't call them coaches. We call them managers, because you need to manage the players too. You need to manage them. Sometimes some of the players, you don't need to talk to them in a way that will not make the player feel. And Didi is somebody who knows this player. This is how I'm gonna talk to him. This is how I'm gonna approve this person. So for me, I think that Haas is gonna be one of the teams that clubs will be like, I don't want to play against in next seasons to come, because I foresee what Didi is gonna do because of the progressive, how he started the team, building the team. I mean, they just signed the Lali's former player. Yeah. I mean, Abdul Karim, and he featured Abdul Karim today, and we've seen what the guy did today. So for me, I think Haas should give Didi Dramani time, just time to work. They shouldn't have. I mean, they no interference, because Haas, a lot of things are into the team that we don't need to talk, but they should give Didi Dramani time for him to do what he can do, so that Haas will be the Haas that the supporters and the board want them to be. Yeah.
Anyway, for those of you who know Hearts of Oak that much, that is what we're asking the supporters to take it easy, especially when they're losing. They don't like to lose at all. I know them so well. But hey, just for us to enjoy good football, it tells us that this serves as a boost for what we should expect in the coming Ghana Premier League. It means that it's going to be really a tall order if it's anything to go by.
Yeah, I think I mentioned earlier that this season, the coming season, will be one of the most competitive seasons because of the kind of coaches we've had and how the coaches have been with the team. Even Goes as an experienced manager from Paul Manson. Kotoko has a proven winner, Karim Zito. Nations FC had one of the best developmental coaches, one of the best brains in football in Ghana, Kasim Mengo. Hearts of Oak has Didi Dramani. Look at Heart of Lions, Bashir Hayford. If you go to even the recent teams have experience, like players coaches that understand the game. Even those with young coaches are doing brilliantly, or people that understand. Dreams FC has Fred Drummond, one of the brilliant managers in the game. If you go to these young apostles and the like, these are teams. If you look at the teams around, even those that don't have the experienced managers, they have young, brainy coaches that are excellent. I've always said Ghana, we have excellent managers around. We've always needed the support and the resources to play. And I think I'm excited that DFA is investing this level of money, which will make it more competitive. Because one, referees are being paid well, so there'll be more proper checks and balances. Two, there's enough money to start the season with. $1 million. My prayer is that straight it comes for the clubs to get enough preparation to prepare. And then once that comes, the players are more comfortable. We can play at the highest level. And for me, and now most of the games will be on TV because of the broadcast, right?
Yeah.
Clearly, we are doing basic things to get the league more competitive. Once the results becomes competitive and the results are not predetermined, I think on a game watched today. Excellent football.
I think officiating too top
excellent.
Notch,
Imagine a Ghana Premier League game like this. You watch, you come back and watch again. The pitch wasn't good, but we are still talking about the football. So you see, sometimes the pitch will not be as good as what you expect, but if the football is good, we will talk about it. So for me, I think whatever it is, the players and the quality has always been there. The extract is what matters. And for me, if we can do those things, next season will be one of the exciting seasons for all of us.
That's quite interesting there. Okay, so let's look at how the table looks like currently. We'll be bringing you who is topping what. So it's ready. There you have it. We currently have Gold Stars on top. They've played a game. They've won one with 3 points there. So Hearts of Oak there. They've also played one with 3 points. And then Hearts of Lions, no points at all. Kumasi Asante Kotoko lying bottom place. So that's how the table looks like after the games have been played today. So also this is unofficially out. from us. So the official one, this when we bring the official one, definitely we'll put it. So this is how we're projecting it for you, and this is how the table is going to look like.
Most likely will do like this because
exactly
because Kotoko conceded in their game 2 goals. They considered 2. Lions considered only 1. Ghost House scored 2 goals. The House of Folk scored 1 goal. So obviously, I think that's the right. Obviously, Ghost House will be leading. So I think that's what. But we should just always have to wait for the competition organizers to be to be fair. That's what it's going to be like. I think the next game is what will look most likely how House of Folk Ghost Stars game will most likely determine who becomes the champion. But I think so far it's been excellent. Once is so that the next game we will use head to head because now they played each other. When they go and play each other, then you'll be able to use head to head to determine who is the right champion. But this is a fair reflection of the game we watched. I think Ghost Stars obviously played a more tougher opponent as compared to Heart of Folk. Because obviously Kotoko is more tougher than Heart of Folk, Heart of Lions, and then they managed to beat them. Heart of Folk themselves, they always say football beat the opponent who is in front of you. They got Heart of Lions, a team that have, and it's more difficult when you play a side and you are going to play them again instantly. So obviously, the Lions had the benefit of hindsight to prepare against Didi Dramani's side and approach the game differently. And you could see, so it was moment and it was an old goal that was different. So you could see it was a game that has draw written all over it, but it's just more of experience. House of Folk is House of Folk, So they use the experience, the character, and I think that's what helped them. They had the character ahead of Lions, and they took advantage of it. But in terms of football, I think Lions were great in total. Even in the second half,
if you look at the first half, has played the first half very well. Second half was different game altogether. So I think that Bashir Herford, he came with a different tactics in the second half because the first half was different. So if they had played the second half like the first half, things would have been different. So like he said, interview, he said, I'm preparing the team. They have not gelled up. So this is just a preparation, and I think that looking at him at the bench, he was calculating his mind that no, this is not the kind of team I want to build. There's still progressing in terms of how I want to build a team, and he will also respect the fact that he played against a certain House of Folk. You understand? This time the game has changed because when you wear House JC or you wear Kotoko JC, no matter how it is, you need to play. It doesn't matter how you perform on the pitch. Just defend. Like you made your first analysis about Didi defended the game. He didn't want to concede. He managed the game with his defensive setup of play. So I think that all the same, the game has been a fantastic game.
And I think if you look at Heart of Lions, for instance, these are young players that they are building. Look at Eche, for instance, who we all think is perhaps the man of the match of the game. He's from a Division 2 side, Banana in FC. Walks into a Premier League team and dominates play. Look at, I was jokingly saying that Freeman at Kpando will be a trouble. If you go to you give you 3-0. But look at the kind of football he played, very workaholic. If he gets you at Kpando with the fans behind him, you leave with 3-0. And this is the kind of football this is the kind of players that Bashir Herford would like. Once they just announced him last week. So he's not been able to understand his play. But we could all tell that he's workaholic. He would love to move around. He would love to rush the players. If they understand how he plays, he's also good in the air. Come on, if he gets you 2-0, 3-0, because Didi Dramani's side has one of the best left backs in this game. Someone who has the ability to give in-swing crosses. So if he finds that mojo and their pattern is based on find the striker in the box, find the right passes, it's going to be a tough game. And for me, I think that's what he would want. Understand the players, and it's an off-season tournament, a pre-season tournament. You use it to prepare your squad. In as much as the resource is very important, what you need is a team that you can compete in the season. And he said, "This is how we are playing. Come on, we are Heart of Lions. This is our team. They are top side. They are basically favorites. Every game they play, they are favorites. So for you to at least, and I think they punch above their weight. And that's why when they play against House of Folk, we expect them to compete. But
Sure.
naturally, no disrespect to Lions, is a tough team, a more traditional team. Obviously, House of Folk is House of Folk. So I think they've done well. Both coaches have showed up. Bashir Ford, he will go and tell his boys, come on, you guys played. You guys gave a good account of yourself. And surprisingly, they are one of the teams in the Premier League that plays excellent football. And anytime you play against them, you know that you are going to enjoy yourself. You're going to enjoy good football. If you watch them play, you could see that this is an exciting team.
Sure.
And that's what we want. We want to compete, we'll grind results and win. But those that the rest of the teams play good football. And the good football is what the fans want to enjoy.
Exactly.
Because if Pando wins, if Heart of Lions wins the league, praise the Lord. If they don't win, I don't think a Heart of Lion fan will say sack the coach because Bashir Ford didn't win.
Yeah.
Obviously not. So you master that to give them good football, and you see if you can make some transfers and get some
Just be
players
at the top
and
four.
build money. Exactly.
And still remain in the top 4, hopefully for next year as well. Let's check out games coming up on Friday. These are the games you should expect coming up on Friday. Mouth-watering games. Obviously, looking at how the standing is, Friday is going to be a tough cracker. Obviously, you know the state of Heart of Lions losing today. Kumasi Asante Kotoko also losing today. Match day 2 on Friday promises to be a cracker. At 3 p.m., make sure you don't miss it for anything. Join us here live on GH1 TV and on our Go TV as we bring you that game here as well. So who is going to take the 3 points, or are they also going to share spoils? And what's the table going to be like on Friday? And the game in the evening also that we'll be bringing you later on Friday happens to be Gold Stars, who won their game against Asante Kotoko. They will be up against Heart of Folk, who also won their game today. So these two sides also have 3 points and they are meeting each other. Friday, it's going to be an interesting day. And thank God it's Friday, and it's going to be in the evening also. See, the big game, you understand? The weekend starts on Friday, and interesting enough, see, someone's party will be spoiled. Because should Hearts of Folk lose, I wonder what the story is going to be.